Inhale and then exhale. You can drop your hands. So we are on the last few degrees of Sagittarius. Yesterday at 4 in the morning, it was a Sagittarius new moon. In yoga, they follow the sun and the moon. Some practices do not practice on the new and the full moon. Yogi Bhajan really harnessed the energy of the moon. One of the gifts of this energy right now is to really follow the truth. But this sun and moon is squaring Neptune. And Neptune is the planet of delusion. So what you may be feeling, if you've had some weird perplexity in this last few days, that you want to go back to something you used to do, or you want to go back and try it again, or you want to go back in any way, don't. Do not. I mean, it's only common sense, right, people? We are moving this direction, not that direction. But there's just this uneasiness, and so a lot of times when we get a little afraid, we think, oh, maybe it wasn't so bad. I think I'll go back there because at least I understood it. And that happens a lot too, with pain. Every single person, to some degree, you have suffered in your life. And especially when we're children, if that's what we're used to, we will revert back because that's our normal. So what this Sagittarius moon is asking you to do, I want you to think about your ability to have happiness in your life like a thermostat. And tonight we want to raise it up because you've got a thermostat set on your life. And when you get a little too happy, it clicks on, doesn't it? And it cools you right down. Right? It's like, oh no, don't get that happy. And there's lots of reasons. One of them is, like I just said, you're uncomfortable because you're not used to staying in it. You might have fleeting moments of it, but to live there, hell, I don't know how to do that. The second one is, I don't deserve it. Even if it is growing and becoming a part of my life, I don't deserve to be there. So we're going to really work on that. And why is your happiness so important when there's so much tragedy and sorrow in the world? It feels like with everything that's going on that we don't have the right to be happy. And I'm telling you, your happiness is going to be the only thing that gets you through it. And I want you to think of happiness like an energy. If you're happy or joyous, whatever feels right for you to say, you're going to elevate your consciousness. That means that things that are going wrong aren't going to be as hard for you. And that ultimately means you're going to be able to help more people. That's just the truth. People that are happy aren't cold. If you're seeing like a happy person that never reaches out their hand, they're not really happy. They're one of those screwed up people that just act happy. The real happy ones are always available, and they're always there. Why? Because they know they have plenty of energy. I mean, think about it. When you've looked the other way, why did you? You were afraid. Fear is just another way of saying you didn't have enough energy. You were lacking energy in that moment. So we're going to do a Kriya that cuts away our negative thought habits, it's just a habit. Now, part of the beautiful thing about this right now is this new moon, and like now into December, this is really a preview of how awesome next year can be for you. But that's contingent on no backstepping, no pretending like, oh, I want to do that again, when you know damn well you've done that enough, right? Just keep going forward. Here's the thing, sometimes life is scary. Even if you just go an inch further each day, it doesn't matter. Yogananda used to talk about that a lot. At least you're going the right direction. Yogananda a lot of times talked about how there is no standing still. That's a fallacy. You're either going forward or you're sliding back. So the good news is, though, there is so much for you right now. There is so much blessing. There is so much energy to help you. There also you may feel like there's a lot of decisions to make, or better is like you feel like you really got to make a decision, like your mind's open, I got to make a decision. You don't actually have to. Your decision can be, I'm not going to make a decision right now. There's a lot of that because there's going to be more revealed. So chances are the reason you're feeling like that is because maybe you've been dealing with something for quite a while and you think the gig is up. I need to fucking change it right now. You know? And I'm just saying, don't do it out of that space. Don't, you know? If you're calm though about it, if you're not losing sleep over it, then maybe go ahead and make that decision. But if you, and here's the thing I love about Kundalini. I know you know you. I know you do. You know if you're being a freak. You know it. So just check in and go, okay, kind of being irrational. I get it. I think I'll wait. That's all you're at. And so here's the benefit. If you breathe and you be patient and you do more Kundalini yoga, especially some kind of personal practice, the cosmos is going to clear the path. That's the energy we're going into. So really pay attention to this Master Yogi Bhajan. He put out, we will have to have compassion this year, or we're going to misunderstand what's going on. That's a clue. I should have picked up on that maybe a lot of shit was going to go down this year, right? Because the whole energy was kind of like, keep it together, just navigate the best you can. Next year, and really it's birthing right now in this Sag moon, is vibrate the cosmos, which means vibrate like God. Keep elevating yourself higher. Hold the highest. And when you do, the entire universe is going to clear the path for you. This is one of the most important things we have to know right now. Your great destiny is built on the decision you make right now. You already decided to sit here right now. So I'm going to challenge all of you. We start doing this Kundalini yoga. I want you to think of it this way. The way I'm doing my Kundalini yoga tonight is the way I live my life. So just take that in. If you tend to like whine and complain through life, chances are you're going to be like, I can't believe I'm able to keep my arms up. So change it. Change it tonight. Do it differently, even a slight difference. Get into the command seat and say, you know what? I'm not doing it that way. And then just keep doing that. Just keep living more into the alignment of where you know your destiny is going to go. Because next year, there's going to be so many things that come finally after waiting and waiting. It's interesting. This year is also the end of a 9-year cycle. So a lot of what happened in 2007 and everything you've gone through, it's ending now. And the momentum and the gifts of that are going to catapult you into the next year. One of the most interesting things, one of the students on Monday pointed out, guess what birthed in 2007? The iPhone. The what? The iPhone. And didn't that change everybody's reality? For good or for bad. And think of it that way. Think of it that way. That something in your life, I'm not saying it was awful. I'm not saying it was good. But it had influence. You know? And it kept a momentum going in your life. Just look at it and honor it. Because everything in our life is a teacher. It's for your good. It's there because life loves you. And, when we're getting hit against the head, it's kind of hard to think, oh, life loves me? But we know that's because we probably didn't pay attention. There was probably other opportunities. So we're going to get in here and do this, okay? Next week, on Wednesday, I do the Journeys in the Light, the Tower of Light. So next Wednesday, the theme is the Dark Night of the Soul. It's going to be perfect for this year. It's the last Tower of Light of the year. It's the Dark Night of the Soul. Every soul goes through many variations of it several times. Sometimes it lasts years. That's not necessary. But here's what a Dark Night of the Soul is. It's very simple. The Dark Night of the Soul is when you are no longer who you used to be. But you're not yet who you're becoming. It's the in-between time. And that's why it feels like, oh my God, this is just not right. And everything in our lives, in that energy, those are the times when you have that midlife crisis. You look at your husband and go, maybe I don't like you. I know I've been with you for like 25 years. This is weird, but it might be over. You know, and you're stupid. And it's really because it's you, right? There's something that is so uneasy in you, and we're going to push through that during that class. So it's at 7 o'clock next Wednesday. Also, we're doing a 6-hour meditation this Sunday. It'll be great for your soul. The winter solstice is on the 17th at 1 o'clock with Tony and I. Guru Kiran is going to have White Tantra in January on the 14th. We'll talk more about it when we have the flyer. And also New Year's Eve. We're going to do New Year's Eve here. Kundalini crazy. So do something different and hold the energy for the best you possible. Did you have a question?
Yeah.
Yes.
You say a 6-hour meditation on Sunday?
Yes, it's that meditation marathon.
Oh, with different of you.
Yes, lots of different people doing things. And it's a fundraiser, so you just give $5 or whatever, and it goes to a great cause. It starts at Soul Talk. The actual meditating starts at 12:30. So we do the Soul Talk, then we have refreshments, and then we just... And it's going to start with Pete Kirshner. If you haven't ever experienced him, he's amazing. He teaches mindfulness here. He is amazing. And he's the first half hour. So come and do it. Okay, so we're going to start with the breath of fire, okay? So I want you to inhale, take your hands over your head. Curl your fingers into the top. Point your thumbs towards the ceiling. Gaze into the third eye and begin a breath of fire. The breath of fire is an equal inhale and exhale out the nose. It shouldn't feel like you're running out of breath, and it shouldn't be so powerful that you get lightheaded. You want to get it just right. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. What's most important about it is rhythm. Have an amazing rhythm.